Welcome, dear students, to your Masterclass by Medico Apps. I'm Dr. Mohammed Sarosh, and today we are going to learn about a very interesting topic, that is cold chain in India. So, cold chain is in the context of vaccines. Okay, we'll also learn some other words which use a chain as in we learn about this. Ready? The cold chain is the maintenance of temperature of all the vaccines from point of the manufacture to the point of administration. So I just want to show you that you have your factory where the vaccines are prepared, and from there to the vaccination site, the children given the vaccines. Okay, so this entire from the production to the consumption or the delivery of the vaccine, what in between, whatever the maintenance of temperature of the vaccine to keep it safe, that is called the cold chain. All right, so now coming back, so the temperature is maintained between +2 to +8 degrees centigrade, except there are some vaccines which need a lower temperature, like oral polio vaccine, that is up to -25 degrees centigrade. Yellow fever also, it requires up to -30. All right, so let us learn what are the components of cold chain. So before that, also let us see we have the state level, then we have districts, right? Then we have village level. In village we have PHCs and sub-centers. Okay. So in state level, we need to have a larger capacity holding cold chain system or infrastructure. We have very big rooms, walk-in cold rooms, walk-in freezer rooms. All right. So we say walk-in cold rooms, walk-in freezer rooms. And in district levels, we need not so big, but we need some smaller components. Right. Okay. In village, even smaller. So in district level, we have very large ILR, ice line refrigerators. In PSCs, we have small or very portable ones like ILRs. Okay, and then we all at sub-center level or at the point of the vaccination site, the workers or the vaccinators can actually carry in vaccine carriers. Vaccine carriers. All right. We'll see one by one in detail now. At the state level, like we have discussed, it's walk-in cold rooms, and then up to 3 months we can store the vaccines there. Then walk-in freezer rooms, which has even lower temperature for the vaccines, which like OPVs, it's -15 to -25, right? At the district level, where we have the CHC, community health centers, we have large ILRs, just now we have discussed, and the storage can be done till 1 month in this space, right? The large deep freezers are also available in this. The deep freezers are required to prepare ice packs. So ice packs are nothing but they are like ice bottles, which are required for maintaining the temperature while we carry the vaccine from the center to the vaccination site, which is outside if it is. At PSC or the village level, we have smaller ILR, that is ice lined refrigerator. Then that the temperature is same, remember, +2 to +8, and then it can be stored till 1 month. There's some things where we'll be discussing in detail about this. Small deep freezers can, or that is again up to -25 for the ice packs. We prepare ice pack and prepare in using the deep freezers and store there. In the ILRs, we put the vaccines. Okay. At the subcenter, we have small box-like things. Remember in polio, you see the blue boxes. Those are the vaccine carriers which can hold 4 ice packs and up to 20 vaccines in that, vials of vaccine in that. So it has very short storage span, that is 24 to 48 hours. This is also an important question. At village level or at the level, we have just ice packs. So the ice packs, to just to learn, it is up to 4 hours. It can give the coolness, the cool effect. Okay. So the questions now in cold chain is the lowest level of vaccine storage in India happens at which level? Is at the primary health center level. The maximum cold chain failure occurs. Failure is important. Occurs at the lower level, that is the sub center, and below that is the vaccination sites. Let us learn more about Iceland refrigerator. It's just like a horizontal refrigerator or fridge with a, we open it from top to bottom and you have space in it. At the, all the lining is done by ice packs in the Iceland refrigerator. So at least 8 hours of electricity is required because in villages there's a lot of power cuts. We require this. Without electricity, if you have cooled this and without electricity, it can maintain for 5 days. The vaccine carriers up to 4 ice packs, remember, can come in it. It's like a blue small box and it has like 4 ice packs in here. Okay. Ice pack is just simple, like a water bottle, small flat water bottle. We fill it to 3/4 and freeze it to make like ice pack. What is reverse cold chain? Now the chain topic, like I said, reverse cold chain and warm chain. Reverse cold chain is nothing but it's a part of polio elimination program wherein you carry the stools of the patient or the child who is suspect to have polio. We select the sample and send it in cold storage, that is 2 to 8 degrees again, in ice and in carriers. Okay, in carriers. That's called reverse cold chain. What is warm chain? Warm chain is otherwise known as kangaroo mother care. It's another question for you. Why do we do this in whom? So we do it for low birth weight babies or premature newborns to prevent what? Neonatal hypothermia. One by one, we'll learn about vaccines. Okay. So lyophilized vaccine are the freeze-dried vaccines. They're available in powdered form. They need to be reconstituted into liquid form before we give the vaccine. They are BCG and yellow fever. Both has to be given by normal saline. Japanese encephalitis, specialized phosphate buffer saline. Haemophilus influenza B is to be given by saline again, and the DPT is similar for DPT. And we have for measles only, if you want to remember, only for measles you use distilled water. Rest of all, it is saline. It's very simple to remember. Measles and measles, mumps, rubella, that particular vaccine to be diluted by distilled water, which is coming with that vaccine. It is to be used once reconstituted, used within 4 hours, except for yellow fever vaccine, which expires in half an hour after reconstitution. If you don't do that, what happens? Toxic shock syndrome can occur. So let's learn about the different vaccine and which strain it has. A very important question again. BCG uses Danish strain, remember? It's derived from which is, that is Mycobacteria bovis. Time required is 13 years for preparing single dose. Oral polio vaccine, it is the P1, P2 and P3 strain, which was previously used, trivalent. Now we are using only the bivalent. P2 is bad. We have removed that P2 because it is known to cause vaccine derived paralytic polio. So measles, we use Edmonton Zagreb, Chorens and Moraton. So remember Zagreb. Mumps, Geraldine strain. Rubella, RA strain, 27/3. Yellow fever, 17D, very, very important, very, very frequently asked. Varicella, Oka strain, Japanese encephalitis are the killed one. Nakayama, Japan, remember, very simple, easy to remember, Japan, Nakayama. And the China's also, Beijing, T3 strain. J, live one is prepared by SA. So you have a question here, which one is alive, which one is a dead, killed one. H1N1 in California, A7. Rabies fixed viral strains. Anthrax by Stern strain. Typhoid by in the name itself we have Ty21A. And the new vaccines for malaria, that is Lytic cocktail, and Mosquirix RTS. And we now also have a vaccine which is in trials, that is for HIV. Its name is Modified Vaccinia Ankara, or MVAB. That's all for this class. Thank you so much. See you in the next class.